and welcome to the Sounds of Music with Miss Heidi. Today we're going to look at some percussion instruments. There are two types of percussion instruments. There are tuned and untuned. I have here today two Glockenspiels, and Glockenspiels are tuned instruments, and that means they play notes or pitches just like the piano. And the word Glockenspiel means bell play. It's a German word, and it's known for its bright, tinkling bell sound. Now, the Glockenspiel is set up like a keyboard, and it has metal bars, and it's played with a hard rubber mallet. And each bar has a different note and a different sound. And this Glockenspiel is a soprano Glockenspiel. You'll notice that it's smaller than this one, and because it's smaller, it has a higher sound. So the longer the bar, it goes all the way down to a small bar. That means this is the lower sound going up to the higher sound. So let's hear it. Now this Glockenspiel is called an alto, and the alto Glockenspiel, as you can see, is a little bigger, and it has a lower sound. And again, the bars, as they're bigger and get smaller, that means that's the lower sound to a higher sound. Isn't that a lovely ringing sound, just like bells? So let's listen to a couple songs. The first song I'm going to play is Mary Had a Little Lamb. Let's hear how it sounds on the alto. Now let's try another tune, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Now let's try that tune on the alto. So the next song is called Evening Prayer, and it's from an opera called Hansel and Gretel, which was based on a fairy tale of the same name. And you'll notice with this song that, again, I'm going to use two mallets, but this time I'm going to use the mallets to play notes together, and those are called double stops. See if you can hear them when I'm playing. So that was Evening Prayer. So in closing, I'm going to show you something kind of fun. These are called glissandos. So thank you, and the next instruments we're going to look at are xylophones. So here are the xylophones, and the xylophones are also tuned instruments, which means that they make the same sounds with notes and pitches, and just like a keyboard. The xylophone actually came from China, ancient China, a long time ago, and eventually made its way to Africa and then to Europe and America. And you'll see that the xylophones are very similar to the Glockenspiel, except for one big difference in that they have wooden bars instead of the metal bars that the Glockenspiel has. But again, like I said, they're set up like a keyboard instrument, so they have the same note patterns and note names. So when you play the xylophone, you're going to be playing with two mallets also. And this xylophone, the smaller one, is called a soprano xylophone, just like the Glockenspiel was. And it also is, since it's smaller, it's going to have a higher sound. And again, the bars start bigger, and as they get smaller, the sound gets higher also. So here's how it sounds. Like that. So I'm going to play a couple of songs, and so you can hear how it sounds. And then I'm actually going to play those same songs on the other xylophone too. So this is Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Now we're going to listen to London Bridge is Falling Down. So that was London Bridge is Falling Down. Now I'm also going to play the piece I did before, the evening prayer from Hansel and Gretel. I'm going to play that again on the xylophone. So again, you can see how I use the two mallets and play them together on certain notes to make the double stops. So that was evening prayer. Now I'm going to try some of these same songs on this bigger xylophone. And this xylophone is the bass xylophone. So you can see it's really big. And because it's so big, it also has a deeper, lower, richer sound. And again, it's also set up the same way with the same notes. And I'm going to play it for you. Now I'm going to play Row, Row, Row Your Boat, just like I did with the soprano xylophone. And next, I'm going to play London Bridge is Falling Down. Okay, so the next song I'm going to play is called Che Che Kule, which is a song from Ghana in Africa. And this song has a lot of interesting rhythm in it. So that was Che Che Kule. So I hope you enjoyed learning about the xylophone and the Glockenspiel today. And thank you for joining me for the Sounds of Music with Miss Heidi.